Hello and welcome to my review of Peacemaker. Peacemaker's a TV series that's on Sky Atlantic and originally HBO Max from America. It's a sequel series to the film The Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad was directed by James Gunn. He directed the first two Guardians of the Galaxy films, and that film, The Suicide Squad, a DC film, was good in my opinion. It was kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, but a little bit more X-rated, big ensemble cast, crazy villains, and very bombastic style of acting and writing and cinematography and all that sort of stuff. And one of the characters in that film, The Suicide Squad, called Peacemaker, played by John Cena, the former WWE wrestler. It's his series, basically, this Peacemaker. That's his name and that's the name of the show. I thought it was really, really good. I heard that it got good reviews, and I hadn't really put two and two together that I might be able to watch it with the Sky package that I've got. But sure enough, lo and behold, I managed to watch it and I binged it. It's I can't say enough good things about it, to be honest. I preferred it to the film, though it is similar. Peacemaker, played by John Cena, is fantastic. He's very funny. He plays on a lot of tropes, and the rest of the ensemble cast is fantastic. The show reminded me of Archer, if you've ever seen that, the Netflix animated show, who's sort of like a spoof on James Bond, but very inappropriate sexual jokes that poke fun at the genre that they're exploring, and this is very much like that, and especially with regard to the rapport the characters have with one another. And like I say, it is like it's like Marvel quippy dialogue, but it's X-rated. So, you know, the way in which Iron Man or Spider-Man or Thor, the way those characters interact, it's like that, but with swearing and references to adult themes. Like, I think every episode's an 18. Just some of the characters or actors that are in it. Jennifer Holland, she's great. She plays like a really physical, like almost like one of the leaders of the gang. She's truly kick-ass. Freddie Stormer. Oh, that's an A. Jesus, when you can't read your own handwriting. I can read my own handwriting, but yeah, Freddie Stormer, he plays somebody called Vigilante, and he's got a similar get-up as to what I've got on now, but he's really good in it. His back and forth with John Cena, Peacemaker's really good. Danielle Brooks is in it. She's almost like the main character. You sort of follow her journey. She is a tie to Amanda Waller, who's in the Suicide Squad film. It's sort of just like a new one of that, like a new group, and they've got missions to do. That's essentially the plot without giving anything away. Chukwudi Iwuji is also in it. I've recognised him in some other stuff. I think he was in the Suicide Squad. Steve, and he's really good. Steve Agee, he's actually in the Suicide Squad. He's the slightly overweight tech guy in that film that's in the office. He's in it. And yeah, just to like sort of wrap it up, or what I want to really say with regards to Peacemaker TV show, it's James Gunn wrote every episode. I think he directed every episode other than maybe 3 or 2, and it's a remarkable achievement. I read before doing this review that he said it's one of the best things he's ever done, but I mean, I'm not sure how old he is, an American writer director, but what a career. I mean, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, made over $1 billion, and was like a real cultural hit because it's such a good film. The second one was good too. He did the Suicide Squad. He jumped ship, went from Marvel to DC, and he's going to be finishing the trilogy, the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. And then randomly, how I first heard of him, or not randomly, but you might think it's random. If you remember the film from 2006 called Sliver, he wrote and directed that. You know, the poster's like a girl in a bathtub full of slugs and her like foot's touching the tap. So he did that, and then I was doing research for this. So I need to take these off now, they're too steamy. Yeah, so he wrote, and I believe he directed as well, the Scooby-Doo films from way back when that have Buffy in, and I can't really remember him, but some other people, like, he goes that far back, and to have made this TV show as funny and as brilliantly shot as it is, with action sequences, it's like a little film. They really didn't withhold the budget for this one, so massive props to them. HBO Max is doing their thing. HBO has always done its thing. I tried to watch, as a little side note, this little coda at the end, not that it really has anything to do with Peacemaker, but I did try and watch that Euphoria, but couldn't get into it at all. The American Skins, but I know that's massive, and that's HBO Max too, so they're making hits after hit after hits. But anyway, yeah, Peacemaker took me by surprise. If you can watch it, I highly recommend. Cheers for watching. Hope everyone's good. Peace.